Mr. Speaker, the point is they shouldn't have to go to the minister's office to get basic information. Band members are being forced to take the same their chiefs to court to get the most basic information that every other Canadian deserves. Does she not realize how nonsensical it is to say, contact my office if they don't post it? It is absolutely unreasonable. Why will the minister not start empowering band members at Onion Lake, Samson Cree, Shuswap, and others who are begging for access to basic information?
Honourable Minister of Indigenous and Northern Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, from coast to coast to coast, First Nations governments are accountable to their members. They post it on websites, they post it on password-protected websites, they have town hall meetings, they post the audited statements in their band office. I repeat, if any member is unable to achieve that or has not been shown the data, which I think is sometimes a different interpretation by the member than others, we will be happy to facilitate that information. But most
very hurtful. It hurts because she doesn't know what I have to face. She doesn't know what I have to deal with. She makes it sound so easy.
Today she was in Regina to launch a court application to get her band to release its expenses, salaries, and financial statements. Onion Lake is one of only a handful of First Nations that doesn't post its financial documents online.
I'm hoping that we do get the answers that we've been asking, and we finally see transparency and accountability.
Mr. Speaker, Charmaine Stick is a courageous band member from the Onion Lake Cree Nation.
Why are the Liberals more focused on protecting the chiefs than empowering First Nations grassroots people?
Why is the minister forcing Charmaine to go to court instead of showing some leadership and enforcing the law?
that there are certain things that are within the purview of my department in terms of Indigenous affairs. There are other things that are actually own source revenues of the band. What that community member is going to court to find is things that we cannot, as a department, determine, because it is not our money, it is the band's money, and therefore the member needs to go through the regular process to be able to get that information.
I actually want information on both grounds, for our oil and gas revenue, or any revenue that comes into Onion Lake, as well as government funds, because if government is going to continue sending us money and nobody's watching, the government isn't watching how their money is being spent, but yet our people are going to go ask them for more money. You know, I think first of all they should find out what has happened to the money that they have already been giving.
If any member of any community is having trouble receiving that from their chief and council, they are welcome to approach my department directly, and we will work with them to achieve their goal.
I phoned Indian Affairs regarding this before I started any legal battles or even spoke with you, and basically what they said was they know what's going on, but they'd rather not touch this hot potato, I guess you could call it. She needs to go beyond the leaders, because our leaders most often don't work for us anymore.